So today we're going to be visiting some iconic film locations from one of my all-time favorite films, Back to the Future. Got two main aims today. Number one, I want to see just how much these locations have changed since the original film was made. And number two, I want to see if I can recreate some of the scenes from the original film. Try and match the same framing and composition, but I'm going to be shooting everything on a smartphone. So I've got a few iconic locations on my list of places to visit. And the first one we're going to visit is Marty McFly's house. Okay, this is it. We're getting close. It feels familiar. I've seen the film so many times. Everything now seems familiar. Now I think it should be down here. We should know when we're outside Marty McFly's house because there's an electrical tower directly behind it. So if we can find that, his house should be easy to find. Let's keep going. Yeah, we're so close. It's the tree-lined streets that give it away. I reckon it's just down here on the right. That's it, I can see it. We're here. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Let's walk down and take a look. So here we are, one of the most iconic locations from 80s cinema. Now, when we first get introduced to this street, we see Marty McFly skateboarding through the Lion Estate signs. He then pulls up to the house to find the family car has been wrecked by Biff and being dumped on the driveway by a tow truck. So let's see how much this location has changed in the last 40 years. Now, when we first see the house, we see it from roughly this angle. So let's compare this to the original. Now, another classic scene from this location is when Doc Brown crashes onto the driveway and delivers one of the most iconic lines in film history.
Marty! You've got to come back with me! Where? Back to the future!
All of that happened right there. I am geeking out right now. Doc then goes through the bins and fuels the time machine with rubbish. The DeLorean then backs out of the driveway and gets ready to go back to the future. This is one of the final shots of the film, so let's see if we can replicate it using a smartphone. No Hollywood budget today, folks, shooting everything on what I have in my pocket. And there's a slight bit of camera movement with this shot. Camera moves from left to right and then down. Now let's compare this to the original. Okay, pretty close, minus the DeLorean, of course. If I had one, I would use it. Marty then delivers the line, "Hey Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
We then cut to the final shot of the film, a visual effects milestone for its time. The DeLorean lifts off, flies down the road, makes a sharp turn, and then flies straight into the camera. A perfect ending, an instant classic. So let's see if we can replicate it. Honestly, it's kind of surreal how after nearly 40 years, this street looks almost exactly the same. It's like stepping into 1985. One of the most iconic streets in film history. I'm so glad I got to see this. Marty McFly's house. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, we are about 2 minutes away. We're looking for Bushnell Avenue, I think it's called. It should be just down here, past these two stop signs. Bushnell. Okay, this is it. This is George McFly Street. So this street will have the tree, the Peeping Tom tree.
He's a peeping Tom.
Okay, where is the Peeping Tom tree? Okay, I think I'm gonna pull over and get out. So I think there's a few different houses here. There's Lorraine's house, there's George McFly's house, and then also, not Back to the Future related, but the house from Old School. That is on this street as well. Plus, I think they filmed Teen Wolf here. Right, let's get out and have a look. Okay, so looking at Google Maps, the house should be about 30 seconds this way. This is a beautiful street, by the way. I can see why it's been used in so many Hollywood films. Now, just as I was approaching the house, I could see a couple of people stood outside talking to the owner who were also Back to the Future fans and had come to look at this iconic location.
The scientist? Yeah. Where is it? Doc Brown.
I'm here for the same.
Does this happen like all the time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's the tree you fell off.
That's the Peeping Tom tree?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's an inscription on the...
You want to lay on the floor, get a shot of you?
Sure.
Now, I got really lucky here bumping into this guy because I needed somebody to help me replicate this scene, and this guy was more than willing. I do love an enthusiastic stranger. But before we get ahead of ourselves here, let's just break this scene down from the beginning. Now, the scene starts with a shot of Marty McFly appearing from behind a bush, and the shot is facing this way, around about here. We then see Marty running down the street where he sees George McFly's bike leaning against a tree, and that is this tree right here, and the shot is facing this way like this. Marty then looks up to see George McFly clinging onto a branch with a pair of binoculars, quite frankly perving on one of his neighbors. Yes, George McFly was a real creep, or maybe things were just a little bit different in the 50s. Now, this is the branch that George McFly was on, and he was looking right across the street into this window here. Again, very little has changed in the last 40 years. It's almost identical. The tree's grown a little bit, mind, so look, let's see if we can line up this shot. George's branch is around about here. George McFly then falls from the tree and onto the road, where we cut to a shot facing this way. Now, this shot would have been captured using a telephoto or zoom lens. Look at the difference in these two shots. This is a wide angle lens at around about 16 millimeters, and this is using a telephoto lens at around about 77 millimeters. The focal length that you choose when recreating shots like this is crucial. If you're ever trying to line up two shots and things don't look quite right, chances are you're using the wrong focal length. So with George now in the road with a car fast approaching, Marty dives in, shoves him out the way, and takes the hit himself, landing about here. And with my newfound enthusiastic Back to the Future friend, we can now replicate that shot.
Of course, right in the middle of this. Tell me if a car comes.
I never did catch this guy's name, but he did subscribe to the channel. So if you're out there and you're watching, please do get in touch, leave a comment below, and thank you so much for helping me with this video. That is looking fantastic.
Hey, wait a minute. Who are you? Stella! Another one of these damn kids jumped in front of my car!
Okay, now here is another very fun fact about this street. Next to Lorraine's house is this house here. Does this house look familiar to you, particularly the balcony? Well, this house is the house where Biff steals the kid's ball and throws it up to the balcony.
Go get it!
It also happens to be the iconic house used in the 2003 film Old School. This is the house where they have that massive house party in Will Ferrell Goes Streaking. But let's stay on Back to the Future for now and see if we can line up this Biff Tannen shot. The camera's facing this way, the ball ends up in the top right corner of that balcony, and the framing is roughly about here. What a douchebag. That guy deserves every last bit of manure. Okay, now I haven't got long left before my flight back to the UK, so let's very quickly head to the next location, Twin Pines Mall. Also, I've been driving this Ford Mustang for the last couple of days. I hired it for a video that's being released on this channel next week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Moving on. Okay, we have arrived. I think we are here. I mean, it's looking pretty busy. Ideally, I would have come here at night, 1 a.m. to be precise. Is he letting me go? He's letting me go. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll know it when I see it. I've literally got about 10 minutes at this location. Just enough time to jump out and grab the shots that I need. Where is it? I didn't realize the mall was going to be so big. Okay, I'm going to take a punt and go this way. I've seen the film so many times. As soon as I see that car park, I'll know it. Oh my God, I think that's it. I think I found it. It's actually this way. I think that's it there. This is it. This is where Marty skates in. Okay, I'm gonna go park this car very quickly and grab these shots. I'm gonna park where Doc Brown parks. How about that? I reckon he's just by this lamppost. I recognize this lamppost, look. I reckon if I sling the car all the way around, like this, I'll line it up again in a minute. I think he parks about here. In fact, let's just park there and we'll figure it out. We've arrived. Okay, this is it. Let's first Let's see if we can replicate that shot where Marty McFly comes skating into the car park down there. And the Twin Pines Mall sign, of course, is here somewhere. And the shot's from a slightly elevated position and it pans from left to right, revealing the shopping mall car park like this. The original shot was obviously captured at night, but this is the only time I could shoot this. I have at least parked the Mustang where Doc parks his van. We then see Marty take off his headphones and that shot is captured roughly pointing this way. Again, not much has changed at this location. It's really quite incredible. Marty then makes his way down the grass bank and he sees Einstein sitting in the car park. The shot is facing this way towards these buildings. We know it's facing this way because we can line up the two shots. If we play with the opacity of these two images, we can see that the buildings are an exact match. We then cut to another shot facing the other way where the DeLorean is revealed for the very first time. Again, we know this shot is facing this way because the building in the background has a very distinct structure with 4 pillars and the shots line up perfectly. Doc then shows Marty how the time machine works by sending Einstein 1 minute into the future, leaving a trail of flames in the car park. And then comes one of the film's most unforgettable moments. The Libyans show up hunting Doc for stealing their plutonium.
Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me.
Now, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that this is where we first see the Libyans. The shots seem to line up pretty well.
Run for it, Marty!
Who?
Who do you think? The Libyans!
Then, quite frankly, all hell breaks loose. The Libyans come tearing through the car park in a van, firing an AK-47 style rifle, spraying bullets at Doc and Marty. The shot pans from left to right across the car park like this. Then, spoiler alert, Doc gets shot, Marty dives into the DeLorean and the chase ensues. They tear around the car park for a while and we then see them drive past these yellow bars. Yes, 40 years later, they are also still here. We see the DeLorean being chased up this stretch of road about here. Then, with the Libyans closing in, Marty then floors it, the DeLorean hits 88, sparks fly, and it disappears back to 1955. So what an incredible location. If you're a fan of Back to the Future, I highly recommend coming here. This is a piece of cinematic history. What's amazing is that it's still exactly as it was over 40 years ago. Although I have heard they've got plans to knock this down in the next 12 months or so. So if you do plan on coming here, make sure you do it soon because it might not be here for long.